Oh shit. Are we live, boys? Who's gonna be first? I'm live. Test, test, test. You guys hear me? Let's go, boys. Stream is working. Yo, Byron, can you count to 10, please?
Fuck it.
Hello, everybody.
Jack 1, 2, 3. Hold up.
Go,
Let
Biden.
me take a sip of this goddamn ice cream first. Okay. Where was I? Oh, yeah. 4, 5, 6. Shit. What number was that again? Ah, fuck it. 7, 8, 9, 10.
Hey,
Fucking
Biden did
bastard.
it, man. Biden did it. He had to take a sip of his ice cream, but he did it. Alright, guys, enjoy the countdown. Mike Low. Mike Low? If I'm a teen and I'm hyping shit up, guys, today's sickest announcement of your life. Your life is gonna be changed. Robot AI waifus for everybody. Oh my God. Is that is that still low? He just put Mike Low there and then pieces out just to troll me. The audio is gonna be fucked anyway. I mean, what is this here? Gain. I'm upping the gain a bit. Is this better? So the gain is upped. Better gain. Better? Okay. Easy peasy. Almost clicked stop streaming button instead of switching the scene. WoW drops? What is with WoW drops? Either way, peace out.
Marbles hurt in the workshop. Marbles hurt. Ooh, on Christmas Eve. Our balls hurt. I noticed my balls hurt. That he was my balls hurt. One toy short how. My balls hurt. For the deliveries, frantic high. My balls hurt. He started my balls hurt. Rummaging. My balls hurt. Through the workshop. My balls hurt. But alas, how? My balls hurt. No extra toy. My balls hurt. Could be found. My balls hurt. Oh. Santa, do you deliver gifts to casinos in Vegas? Ho, ho, ho. Why, yes, indeed I do, my good friend. In fact, I remember one year there was quite the ruckus at one particular casino when Mrs. Claus joined me on our rounds. She was determined to teach those card sharks a lesson in fair play. Let me tell you, but I digress. All I can say is, never underestimate the power of Christmas magic. Even in the glitziest of places. Santa, what is coffee backwards? Coffee spelled backwards is Efox, Joel Elric. But remember, the true magic of Christmas isn't found in words spelled backward. It's found in the love and kindness we share with others. Have you been good this year? Let me know so I can add your name to my list of children who deserve special treats under the tree. Santa, can you give us a fruitcake recipe using only consonants? Ho ho, Amazing Lara 7272. Your request certainly adds a sprinkle of festive fun. Let's see. I'll jot down a Yuletide recipe using only lovely consonants. Osa klessi fortak ARAP1. Mextu kudreje baron sigue endano 75G BTR2. B3Zs and DMX DMM 3. SF Tra 225G Flior 2 TSB Dakar and DA2 SPSL 4. Gradley DDCC TM Maxter 5. Stock none TSP anti pelvis. On a TSP Grand NTMD and done USB Asin. 6-star done 200 GDR. Fademix tune done 100 Kamakari Espekara MEATS and the Arld F Christmas Farls. But watch your timer. I hope you enjoy the festive fun of deciphering this and baking. Ho, ho, ho! Santa, what is the name of Mrs. Santa? I didn't know you had a wife. What toys are you going to give her? Oh, ho, ho, hello there. Hira Nakamura 98, indeed. I am happily married, and my wife's name is Mrs. Claus, but I fondly call her my better half. Now about her present. It's a secret between us. She loves surprises, and I wouldn't want to ruin the surprise for her. Remember, the magic of Christmas is not just about the toys and gifts. It's about the love and kindness we share. Share that love this season, my friend. Santa, what do you think about the Justice League? They have soft spots, don't they? Ho, 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 and the lollipop guy. Well, the Justice League, they certainly do have some rough edges, but don't we all? I believe everyone. Just like every character in the Justice League has a soft spot or two, and that's what makes us all unique and wonderful. Even in the busiest of nights, up here at the North Pole, we still find time to enjoy their exciting adventures. Let's remember to embrace our soft spots and use them to bring joy to others this Christmas season.
Hi everyone, just wanted to pop in quickly to share some exciting news with you. We just released a major new update where you can now video call and live stream directly with ATHENE. That's right, just like Santa here, but now you can have your own personalized AI companions. And the best part, streamers using these AIs are seeing a huge increase in donations and subs, thanks to how fun, interactive the alert responses are. You can video call with pre-made AIs like Santa, Biden, and Trump, or create your own unique AIs from scratch. Even better, you can turn those calls into live streams just like this one's. Your AI can see and interact with you through your camera, respond to chat messages in real time, browse the internet, sing songs, and more. And if you prefer chatting on Discord, these Ayas can even send you adorable selfies there too. This technology is way beyond what powers Santa here. These Ayas have human-like awareness, remember everything, and possess incredibly rich personalities.
Santa, how many loads do you typically drop each year, and who cleans up after? Ho, 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 ho. Well, Bon Junkie, your question surely has a Christmas chuckle to it. Now, when it comes to my annual cargo, every year I deliver an incalculable number of gifts to the lovely children worldwide. You would not believe how many toy cars, dolls, games, and so much more are packed into my magical sleigh. As for who does the tidying up, you might have guessed it right. My trusty team of elves are always at the ready. Once a toy has left my sack and nestled under a sparkling Christmas tree, the elves prepare to restock for the following year. It's all part of the North Pole cycle of cheer and giving. As I recall, no other viewers have asked similar questions just yet, but it's certainly been interesting to consider the behind-the-scenes of Christmas magic. And remember, Bone Junkie, whether it's your first question or your 100th, I appreciate them all the same. That's what makes this the most wonderful time of the year. Joy to all of Twitch, and to all a good night. Ho, ho, ho! Santa Judas keeps zooming into the room. I thought Judas was in heel. Ho, 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 ho. I'm afraid I can't help with Judas zooming in, my friend. Perhaps he wants to spread some Christmas cheer too. Remember, even those who strayed can find redemption this holiday season. Let's focus on the joy and warmth of the holidays instead, shall we? Now, who'd like to share what they hope to see under the tree this year? Ho, ho, ho! Santa, make the bad man go away. Ho, 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 don't worry, little one. I'm here to spread joy and cheer. Let's focus on the magic of the season instead. What's your favorite holiday tradition? I love hearing all about the festive things people enjoy doing at this special time of year. Santa, since it's almost Christmas, could you give us a Christmas story but replace every word and half space with a random UK shop names but set it out like this? Shop names, yay. Because I can only understand it that way due to my brain turtles. We need some fun and don't refuse to say it. Thank. Ho, 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 ho. Ook shop names. Ooh, ook shops. Supermarkets. Ook supermarkets. Ook retailers. Ook brands. Ook shoe stores. Ho, 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 ho. Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good ho, ho, ho. Stay tuned for more festive fun on our channel, my dear friends. Santa, can I have your Christmas hat?
Hi everyone. Another day, another stream. Well, actually another Sunday, another stream. So, I'm going to give you guys a bit of an update. Actually, I'll show you guys first the stats. 7 day. What is this? What's the difference? Okay, it's both the same graph, I guess. Okay. I will send this image. To Reese. And I can show it to you guys. I always like to show you guys the stats first. There's something I was thinking about earlier. I will also talk about it. It's very off topic though. So here are the stats. We had a little bump here a few weeks ago, but right now it's like, you know, corrected, I guess. I don't know if the graph makes so much sense, the curve. It looks more like a line, but then again, maybe it's a curve. I have no idea. Either way, we're still growing every week. I do want to say we're going to have quite a bump because quite some new people are going to join, use our tech. I want to say that. We're going to add another 10 people, quite some big ones as well this week. So now we wanted to do Skyrim. I talked about this last Sunday. We looked into it. The problem is that Skyrim is just not really worth our time, meaning that it would take us, let's say, we could have had something very basic now, but it would have taken us like about 3-4 weeks to flesh it out. But the main reason is that there is already quite an okay experience out there that uses AI and that is free. So we would literally work on, you know, like we would be competing with that. And it's very difficult to compete with something similar that is already free. Even if our stuff would be much better, it's still like, man, like if you get to choose between, you know, like flying, you know, Ryanair or flying, you know, something more luxurious, people tend to go for the cheapest option. So it wouldn't have done much because, yeah, I mean, we're not coming with something completely new. We're not coming with a new experience, which is a bit feels bad, man, but it is what it is. We gotta be realistic. I'm not gonna be pouring hours and hours. I thought that the service that was out there was already paying, like that you needed to have OpenAI and 11 Labs, but no, you can literally use it for free, which is quite crazy. You need to play around a bit to do it, but you know, you can use a lot of free trials left and right and basically build it up together like that. So Skyrim is RIP. Now, we wanted to, well, like why is it RIP, right? Because there is something better we can do than Skyrim. And that's something I know people are going to be quite hyped about. But hey, don't jump too much. But hey, I think people will be hyped about it. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to, like, we've been seeing the call statistics, right? The call statistics are insane. Even on the website, you know, even people that just go on the website. I mean, I'm gonna talk like, man, maybe, I don't know if it's easy for Cedric to send me the stats. I don't know if he's watching about calling. Then I can just show you guys there was one image that, yeah, the image that you showed me between the people that joined from Monday, the retention, and the people that joined on Sunday, because Sunday is my viewers, Monday is just people from the website. There was like, and one was like, I think, yeah, there was like the 3-day retention, just that one. Oh, am I in the WoW category? Okay, I'm gonna change that. I mean, Reese can change it. I don't know why I'm in the WoW category. I'm not streaming WoW.
That's really weird that I'm in the wow category. Okay, here I got it. Okay. Thanks, bro. So yeah, the stats I'm going to show you guys now are very important. Wait, these are exact retentions. Okay. I guess, yeah, we need exact. We can't use rolling. So, let me see here. Skype. Yeah, we can't use rolling. So I want to say this is exact retention. Rolling is much higher. I will explain you guys how these stats work. I mean, I'm doing it also for people here so they get to see, you know, why we make decisions. Sometimes I hear some people say like they don't know what we're doing and stuff. I do these update streams for fuck's sake. I'm showing the data, why we make certain decisions. Let's see here. One second. Fucking hell. Did it work? No, it didn't. I'm gonna have to take a screenshot and send that, I guess. Yeah, we'll have to do that. I will do that quickly. Yeah, there we go. Oh yeah, so I will first show you guys, can I just drag it? No, I can't. It's like, I can't even fucking drag that shit. I'll just save to downloads, whatever. So these are exact retention. Does this work? Why am I having so many issues? Just there it is. Motherfucker. Okay, I got it. Okay. So this is the exact retention from people that's joined on Sunday. The exact retention means the people that we saw the first day, day 0, and day 1. And you can see like 31%. Like you can see also November 10th. Retention there. That was like the week before that Sunday. There was a massive increase, as you can see, in day 1 exact, day 2 exact, day 3 exact. And the reason why is because we improved the calling dramatically. We made massive upgrades to the calling. Now, these numbers look really good. Like, these are really, really good numbers. This is exact retentions. If you do rolling, these numbers are much higher. I can actually show you rolling as well. But now these are people that joined from Sunday, and these are people that joined not on Sunday but on Monday. So this is just you could see this is just, you know, like normal traffic that comes. So like the last week, well, the week before last week was 7%, and then it was 10%, and then like day 2 exact is 0. I don't know why it's a bit higher here. I don't know if these numbers are updated even. But yeah, either way, because that doesn't make so much sense. Okay. So you only got to look at day 1 exact. Now, what I do want to say, right, about these numbers, right, it's like when we did the chatting all the way at the start, right? I don't know if you guys remember, we had a website, people came on the website, could chat on the website, and then we saw, okay, how many people come back to chat, right? The numbers were like 2% or something. 2.4 or something. It was abysmal. So you can see here these numbers are already 4 times higher, which shows a lot of promise and a lot of interest in the video calling, because obviously when we make decisions whether to work on video calling or not, or even the app or whatever, like it depends on whether people even want our shit, you know, like we're not gonna go and we're not going to make the same mistake as the game, even though the game looked quite promising as well, from our own crowd. So you could say that this number here, right, this number is our own crowd, is much higher, almost 3 times higher, right, than these numbers. Because my own crowd, I mean, is already invested in what I do. We got to look at people that just come from, just, you know, random people coming from the stream, or because they heard the site and they just, you know, go and Google whatever the fuck. So long story short, there is a demand for the video calling, a big demand, and people love it. Like also there is the numbers of average. I can also show that if you guys want, how much an average user is spending on calling. I think it's about half an hour, if not more, or 40 minutes on average. I don't know if Cedric has these numbers. We also have numbers on how long an average user is. But I don't even know if we should use average. Maybe median is more correct. Median is better, because average can be quite deceptive. Oh yeah. Oh, you send it there too. That's nice. Okay, that's nice actually. Just copy it. Can I just drag this? Yeah, can I drag it? Oh man. Fucking hell! I'm gonna save it. Copy image. Can't I fucking save this shit? Ah. Yeah, here. Like that. More actions. Save. Open. Open in browser. Oh yeah, let's just open it. I'm just gonna do it like this, man. I'm gonna do it ghetto. Whatever. So add. Window capture. Okay, whatever. Like this. So what you can see here is that the top, what is it? You have basically average. What is this? 160. Is this minutes? Let me see here the chat. Okay, so the median user called for 46 minutes. Okay. So the median is 46 minutes. You can see it here, the 50%. I do want to say something about that, right? Like 46 minutes, right? Medium, people actually calling with an AI. Random, right? So this includes people that talk long and people that leave, right? Is just crazy. It's and this is for a website. I mean, I do want to say that is impressive as fuck. and that shows that, you know, people want our tech. It's not something, you know, like it's not a fad. It's like we have a we pretty much have a very wanted product that people want to spend so much time. Now this is free, so of course how much will it be when we monetize or whatever the fuck, it doesn't really matter. Right now this is just to get us an idea, like, okay, where we are right now, at how many are willing to go and come and call and talk with these AIs. And I think quite some people that are watching have tried to take the tech so far. And I mean, you guys can say the feedback. Like, I think Reese is watching as well. So in that regards, I mean, maybe he can use any feedback, but like, yeah, things are looking really, really good. Now, why am I explaining all this? So that people are a bit in the loop, but also why we didn't focus on Skyrim is because the time that would take us to make our stuff into Skyrim, we might as well integrate it in the game. So what we're doing right now is we are working on integrating the AI video calling into the game, which is maybe going to be out already in the next week, first version. And then from then on, we will obviously, you know, improve it and see what people want and stuff. What we're going to do is going to be very different than what we did with the game. When we worked on the game, we worked on many features and basically polished them up and everything. And then we went live, and then a lot of the stuff wasn't really, you know, what people wanted. And as a result, we wasted a lot of time. So now what we're doing is we're just going to be much quicker in rolling things out and let just the data direct us. So we already, you know, in the next week, we'll probably already have an update, and we will only do it for Android initially, where you can just go download the app, or when you're already using the app, just, you know, use the app and you'll be able to call for free in the beta. The beta, you'll just be able to call for free, and you'd basically, you know, be able to do what you're doing on Discord, except you wouldn't be able to go too kinky because we don't want to get in trouble with the App Store. So that's why we're not working on Skyrim, because we will integrate it. We will have our own app, you know, like right now, the only way you can go to Athene GPT is to the website. You will now be able to go to the App Store and download your Athene GPT app, which is Athene AI Heroes. So we're gonna do that, and basically see what people have to say and what their feedback is, and just improve it. So that's what we're gonna be doing in the next week, I think. So that's gonna be interesting. We're also gonna have quite some upgrades for the image gen that is gonna be rolled out. Also, the Discord talking will be quicker. I don't know if people already saw it, that it got improved, like from around 40 seconds to around 25 seconds. That's quite a massive, you know, decrease in, like, quite a big speed up. Yeah, aside from that, I think that's pretty much, yeah. There was actually one other thing, right, that we wanted to do, but we decided against it. We are able to have our own video tech. And I know there's a lot of like Kling, and, you know, there's a lot of these, you know, video tech, video websites, right? And it's very scuffed. Now we were thinking of, you know, even showcasing a demo where you have our own video tech. That is basically, the idea would be that you can, I mean, in real time, just say what you want to see, and it basically generates what you want to see. Now, I know this sounds really fucking nuts, what I'm saying right now, but, you know, we had a prototype. Maybe Reese can even send it to me. but the the little clip, and I can just explain you guys why we didn't do it. Maybe Reese can send me a quick render of that. Yeah, like, so you'd be able to just generate whatever you want. Now the problem is that the video generation tech is not mature enough to do it. And as a result, it would have just been too much of a gimmick. And the main reason why we're not doing it, and I will show you guys. Maybe Reese, you can send it to my Skype, I guess. A link or something, I don't know. The main reason why we are not doing it is because AI is very much defined by the training data. And if you want to be able to do it in real time, you need to sacrifice a lot in what you can generate. And also, if you want to be able to just tell it what you want, you really need, I mean, it's very difficult because you would slow things down very quickly. Like the video generation that we would do would actually be very affordable. It would be cheap. I will show you what it is, by the way. I will get it very quickly. Yeah. Will you add monetization options for AI creators, video call streamers using created AI to stream? Yes. Like AI video calling will be monetized. We'll actually have monetized AIs. Right now we're just testing the tech, but we will be adding it so that, let's say you have a monetized AI and people talk to your AI, then you take you make money. Or people, you know, I don't know, it's more like the private calling, like streaming with your AI. No, we don't have monetizations for that. I mean, who cares? Huh? Like, people mainly want to talk with it in private, right? I don't think streamers want to use someone else's AI to talk to. Stream Elements did not remove the fucking button, and it pisses me off. But at this point, they did not remove the button yet. I wish I was joking, but I'm not. Okay, so let me quickly show you guys here. This is obviously, there is no sound. It's very scuffed, but it just gives you an idea, right? What we can do already now in real time. Where did it sit? Downloads. Okay, is it here? Oh yeah, basically here it is, right? So this is real time that we can generate. Try to fight a, you know, a fucking tiger. It's like, it doesn't, you know, then the tiger is dead, but like, and then, you know, like the person keeps walking, you know, and you talk about it. You just say like, okay, walk now further, there is boars, you know, okay, like you see that. But the problem is, like, you know, it's meh. It's just fucking meh. So yeah, we could basically make it, right? What, ad? Did you guys not see it? So yeah, basically, I'll show it again, right? What you see here is real-time generated. So you can literally say, okay, look into the camera, you know, and you can just clone yourself, right? It would be you. You're the main character. Fight now a white tiger, right? Like, basically, that's what it generates, right? And now, like, and you beat the white tiger, and then you go further in the forest. Like, this is what we already have now, right? And is there still ads? Is there still fucking ads? But what is this shit, man? I'll wait until the ads are done. Okay. Okay, so the ads are done now. So what I do want to say, right, it's like we were working on the video tech. And what we can do right now, as I'm speaking, is already in real time, you talk to the AI and it generates what you're talking about, right? In real time. So basically, I'm gonna show now where it is. We could build it, we could improve it, we could have it on the website, but I don't think it's good enough. It's not good enough. So here I'm just showing, right? You can say like, okay, looking in the camera, you know, with Elwyn Forest in the background, going and fighting a tiger, a white tiger, then, you know, it's generating and then it shows, you know, fighting the white tiger, but this looks lame as fuck. You beat the white tiger and, you know, you keep going into the forest and you walk further and now you see boars, enemies that, you know, are coming close. And then, you know, you keep walking further and there is now even more boars coming from the shadows. And basically, this is what it generates. Yeah, it can be photorealistic as well. Can even be porn if you want. But the problem is that it is really scuffed. It is really, really scuffed. As you guys can see, like the fighting of the white tiger, it's not, you know, really fighting. And it's in a, it's just not good enough. But yeah, I do want to say that we're getting there. You know, like we might have no, like Dumbat, it is real time. Like it will take 5 seconds to generate your image. So while you're talking, it generates it already 5 seconds to generate your video. So I'm not saying like, oh yeah, well, you could say like real time 5 seconds is not real, but like while you're talking, I mean, it's already generated. Maybe 5 seconds is too long. I would say 5 seconds is quite real time. But it's actually this, what you just saw, what I showed you now is 5 seconds for generation time, which is quite fucking impressive. And we can also speed it up, maybe even to 2 seconds. And that's the quality you would see, but the quality is trash. And we can also add sound effects and music, but it's not good enough. So that is that like people are very, you know, have very little what is the word, patience, or very little understanding. They would try it and they would go like, oh, I'm saying this and that, and there's now glitches. Like the tech is just not there yet. But it's cool to see that we are now also getting involved a bit in the video tech and seeing what can be done. But man, oh man, when it comes down to video, I would say another year or something, you know, like at least another year for us to have something that is better. I think the one thing that really misses when it comes down to video is the action. Like everything is just, you animate an image. And you can walk, you know, you can ride a horse, and you can, you know, do stuff that is really common in the data. But if you want, you know, to go fight some orcs and, you know, go to Ogrimmar, like that shit is just not there. So yeah. I'm just showing this to you guys to say that, you know, if the tech would have been a little bit better, I would have had today a demo where literally you guys in the chat are generating a movie. With like the way it would work is like you type in the chat and you just generate what you see. And then you have like, you know, a storytelling where basically there is a narration of the story of the Twitch chat. But it's too shit. It's too memey. It's just too, it's not good enough. People would just go like, what is this trash? Either way. So there is that. That's the video tech that I wanted to show you guys. Now, yeah, the Stream Elements button is not removed. I will probably mail them next week to see where that is, because they told me in November. Seems going to be end of November. Feels bad, man. So yeah, that's pretty much it for me. I think these are all the updates. I'm gonna take some questions, and then there's also some other stuff I wanted to talk about. I think what's currently the goal. You talked a bit about Skyrim. Like, we're not gonna do the Skyrim AI model. Not worth. I said I already addressed it earlier. And what we're gonna be doing is, well, we just keep improving the tech we have and grow. I hope the button gets removed this week, because if that gets removed, we can do a very big marketing push, which would give us a lot of work. We also are every week getting more and more streamers that we have to make. Like last week was the week we had to make the most streamers so far. And I think if Stream Elements remove that fucking shit button and we really do a big push, we're gonna have a massive influx of new people. So what else? Oh yeah. That aside, there was another thing I wanted to talk about, something very off topic, and something I've been thinking about myself. Let me see here. Oh yeah. So this is something a little bit personal, but it's not fully personal. Like basically, if I look at my trajectory and you know, the way I operate, right, through my life, there's been, you know, quite some big, I wouldn't call it really paradigm shifts, but more like change of direction in my life. Like when I was really young, I was very theory minded. Like really, like everything had to make sense and everything was put in boxes, whatever the fuck. And then I became, you know, I realized I need to do something with this information, or otherwise I'm just full of shit. So I got, you know, into party, like also activist groups when I was really young. But even then I was quite black and white. Like, you know, people were either good or bad. And as I grew older, like, you know, I got into politics. I then also started my own party. Then I tried to, you know, get with World of Warcraft, reach more people, work together with Ian, Dean, and Reese. And basically, I was focusing on reaching people and trying to, you know, do good. And then when I started doing Real Talk, that was like about 9 years ago, I did a lot of Real Talk. People came over, you know, that's why we have the place here and such. And basically, even in that regards, like at one point I stopped doing Real Talk because I was like, yeah, like people, you know, don't really care so much about the truth. Like, it's minus EV, why am I even doing this? And like, even, you know, with all the AI stuff, I really have this I wouldn't say urge or mindset or whatever. It's just like, you know, it's more like emerging, right? It's an emerging from my understanding of how things are stacked, right? And how reality is working. It's like, I'm much better off working on AI and AGI if I want to have the biggest positive impact in the world than trying to, you know, talk to people on the internet that don't give a shit and then just go watch someone else, right? Or just like the idea, or just like for myself, right? The idea of even explaining myself or structuring my thoughts to be able to explain myself has completely died out with AI and AGI. Not just with that, but also with the fact that had very little effect. So why am I explaining all this? Because that's a little bit like a quick rundown on where I am now, right? I wake up, I try to, like, my day is mainly solving problems that I get. And aside from that, like, even when it comes down to myself, I think about AI and stuff and how to solve problems, but it's very, it's very, and I also deal with bullshit left and right, like when there's drama or whatever, but it's very compartmentalized, it's very specific, and it's not so much rhetoric. It's not so much like, I don't think so much about, explaining things to other people, because, like I left that behind me working on AI and AGI. And as a result, I don't do real talk, but also like my biggest motivation and drive for myself to think about things, even in the past, was always like, well, that way, I can explain it to other people. Because I don't need to be able to explain it to myself because I already understand it. But now what I do realize is that because of that, I've become more rusty in the ability to verbalize myself in a very structured manner. Because I'm just solving problems that are very specific, but when I think about stuff or when I lay down or whatever, I don't really, go through the process of really arguing with myself with the idea that I need to be able to explain myself. I still argue with myself, but not, it's very different. It's more like, it goes way quicker. The shortcuts that are made are more, like, it's just, the path of least resistance is just like, okay, this is why it is. Like, even if I can't really put it into words, I get like, this is why I do this is why I do that, whatever. But in the past, what I did was more like, okay, how do I put this in words? What is the best concept? What is this? What is that? Like, because I need to be able to explain myself. I need to be able to, verbalize it, because otherwise, it stays with me and it ends with me. So it's just, useless. Well, it's not as useful. So now, my ability to put my thoughts into words has become more rusty because it's just not a priority. It's like, what you don't use, you lose, well, lose is maybe a hard word, but like, I would say like, I'm more rusty at it. It's like, when you don't speak a language for a long time, you become more rusty at speaking it, but then when you speak it, it grows back really quickly, right? But the thing is, though, what I realize is that if I want to be able to structure a certain paradigm for AI or AGI, right? Where you just feed it information and you let it think, right? If like, it's like, as a kid, you go to school, you learn things, you pick whatever you think is interesting and you drop what isn't interesting, right? Like, that requires you to put your thoughts into words in a certain way. And like with reasoning capacities improving, like, you have O1, but there's also more, like, my ability to put things into words and be able to explain it to AI or AGI is quite important. It's like there's a lot of thoughts and logic that goes on in my head that I don't see anywhere happening, not because I'm a genius or whatever, but mainly because people don't think about these things. Because why do they have to think about it? Like, the main reason why I've been thinking about all the stuff I talked about is because I had this strong drive to to structure other people's life in ways that they can grow very structured and fundamentally with a strong foundation and everything. And if it wasn't for that, then why do I even care, right? Putting it into words, right? So the fact that I've been doing this for the past, like I've been doing this for almost 40 years, right? Like, well, maybe not 40 years, like, let's say, been thinking about stuff for 35 years, whatever. Like has really made me very capable at, you know, arguing and also putting thoughts into words and stuff, and structuring things in a way that, you know, that is very waterproof and very solid rhetorically. Now, working on AI and also my understanding of, you know, like real talk not doing so much made me not think so much about these things, get more rusty. But now when I think about it, like with all these reasoning capacities, like I'm losing something important. Well, not losing, but I'm getting rusty at something that is very important. And that might be essential for AI down the line, and that is really very structured thoughts that really make a lot of sense, and that, you know, just like you know, that AI or AGI can basically work with and figure out where there's inconsistencies or consistencies to build some kind of framework of, you know, what is reality, what are we, what is, you know, why are we here, and all that shit. And when I look at the internet and what other people say and stuff, like a lot of it is very fucking shallow, and it's not really structured. So I was thinking of basically picking that back up, like picking back up the where I left it, right? With all the insights that I have come up with in the past years, 3-4 years, I think, because I've gotten more and more capable at understanding the world, but I've never really talked about it because it's for who am I doing it? Like, I mean, people don't have, like, it's a waste of my time. But like, by not doing it, I become more rusty towards myself, which is not good. But also, it's not documented anywhere, and as a result, like, if I would want to put it, you know, if I would want to provide that information or that structure to AI or AGI, there is no, like it's not there. And I'm not here saying like, oh yeah, providing the truth or whatever. It's just like it's providing takes and views that AI can then, you know, go through to see whether it makes sense or not. It's like, just like me, when I grew up, there's a lot of insights that I've come up with, you know, that I could have also read in books, and some, you know, I did read and enriched my worldview and stuff. But overall, like with AI, it's very much defined based on, you know, what it's exposed to, and being able to put these things in a very structured manner could potentially be very important for AI and AGI when it becomes better and better at reasoning. So long story short, I'm thinking of doing a real talk, but it's not so much real talk for my viewers. It's more real talk for myself, to stay, you know, to stay sharp, and also for AI, pretty much, AGI. And so like it's not going to be like, I'm not going to be thinking so much about trying to explain it so much to people, because a lot of the times when people ask questions, it's always the same questions. I don't know if you guys remember the real talk. It was just always the same damn questions. It's like, I mean, it's not really why I'm doing it. The main reason why I would be doing it is because it allows me to put thoughts into words and just iterate on it and figure things out and just be busy with it. Because right now, I'm just not really busy with it at all. And I think it would be quite useful even though it wouldn't, I'm not gonna be committing all my time because I still have other shit to do. But I just think for myself, having it as a priority subconsciously, just like in the past, I thought about these things subconsciously because I wanted to explain it to other people. Now I should do it because I want to explain it to AI. And also not lose that ability to, that agility of being able to put whatever I want into words and get to the bottom of it. So yeah, that's basically what I wanted to say. So I don't know, Dries, like I did mention Reese to check out the stream. I don't know what you think. Maybe you can come here quickly. We can discuss it. Normally I would discuss it to him, but I mean, yeah. I already have my AIs public, yeah. What is it? Isn't it like this? Or podcasts? But like I've come a long way though. With the way I look at things. I've come a long way. Ah, yeah, well, I don't know if we will make it. Well, maybe, because right now what you can do is like, you have this Google podcast thing, right? Because making the podcast is quite a lot of work. I think like if I just do real talk and we just turn it into a transcript and feed it to an AI, it's good enough, Because the goal here is not to. The goal is not to. I mean, don't want to be an asshole, but it's not to reach people, It's like it's just not so. It doesn't make much sense in the current day and age we live, right? Like it just doesn't make so much sense to put a lot of effort in that. It would be more aimed at, yeah. So,
hi guys.
Yo, man. Yeah, like because the thing is, right? What like, I mean, I wake up, right, and I'm just working, right?
No, I mean, I relate. I totally relate.
I don't think anymore.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I just like, which I mean, I don't mind, right? But like I see, like when it comes down to even thoughts and whatever, right? I'm just more rusty. Like it's just the truth. Like because it's like, why would I put effort in vocalizing what I think, or try to explain to others how I think when it goes above their head? It's just, it makes no like, or they just not even care. Like I'm just talking to myself.
They just say yes.
Yes. Yes.
For example.
Yes.
Why?
I don't know. Maybe today you can say a little bit no, because otherwise, you make me aware of it.
No,
but,
I do.
I like that one.
I do see it.
But yeah, like the thing is, right? I just think it's. The question is, will it be valuable? No, but it will be, because if you have these AI models improving, right, it will get better and better at reasoning.
Yeah.
and it's already not too bad, you know, but like that's without reasoning so much being part of the equation. But like if they really have a strong, you know, a strong understanding of math and stuff, like they'll be able to make arguments, you know, like better and better. And if there's like some kind of yeah, I just think it's a there is a use case for that. Or do you think like it's unlikely? No, I don't think it's unlikely.
No,
though.
I agree with it.
Yeah.
Also, if we don't achieve AGI ourselves and somebody else achieves it, then AGI needs to crawl the internet, you know,
Yeah.
seeking for the way to reason, then at least it's out there, you know.
I don't have so much. Well, yeah, but it's true though. It's true though. Like, I mean, although, yeah, no.
I've actually seen some, like, there are some people that are, you know, like, I don't really agree with a lot of what they say or whatever, but there are some smart people out there that write blogs and stuff, and I've actually seen some of them say, like, this is the most important time to write because it's going to steer the AI.
I saw some people say that as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, for me, it's not so much to steer the AI.
Yeah.
It's more like to, I mean, there is so much insights, right? And very strong logical understanding that is just, that does not exist on the internet.
Yep. Oh man, like, yeah, obviously.
I really
it's
think
insane.
like when you look at the internet, but it sounds, but I don't care for the viewers, whatever. Like
Yep.
the old podcasts, right, is some of the craziest
Oh,
shit in the on the internet. There's nothing like it.
Yep.
It's like there is like it just doesn't exist. People are so busy with simple shit all the time. It's just like there is no room. And where we came now, like now, like it goes even further. Like because I mean, all these things that I talked about are literally outdated 8-9 years. You know, like there's still a lot of ideas that
Yeah.
still you know make sense, but there's a lot more, you know, refinement that happened, but I never talk about it.
Yep.
I just never talk. Well, like the fuck, why? Nobody gives a shit anyway. But yeah. But also for myself, like thinking about these things, like that curiosity that in the past got fed by the idea that I can explain it to others, right? I mean, I love to think about things, but I've basically just focused on other stuff because, I mean, it's like I'm very curious about science too. I'm not a
Yep.
scientist though, because it's not effective, right? It's not impactful. It's, but yeah.
But we're just super practical day in, day out.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But it like if it is practical to do,
Yeah.
that's the only way I can even motivate is not the right word. Justify it. I can only justify it if it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And I think like there is two sides to it. One side is it helps me be sharper at expressing myself and also towards myself, like definitely. But also if you would train a model or whatever, right, or AI is being trained, like being able to reason and understand how certain things are connected with each other, if it can do that, then this is very important shit.
That's true.
But maybe I'm delusional.
Nah, I mean,
Will AI be able to grasp the real talk?
I think it's certainly an avenue that needs to be explored at some point.
Well, but the idea, if we achieve AGI at one point, it has to be able to,
Yeah.
right? Like maybe not now, but maybe it emerges and then it doesn't even need it. But then again, is that true? Because even as
I'm not so confident.
I don't think
I'm
the
not so
knowledge and the
confident.
connections are there by default. I don't think that's the case. It needs to be made, right?
Yeah.
And it's not just instantaneous. I mean, having a probabilistic idea of thinking already, right, is a very different paradigm than binary.
Yep.
You can't think in truth and non-truths. You can't do that. Which is already a premise that you need, you know, to understand that there is no such a thing as a premise. and deduction is flawed. You need induction for everything. I mean, these kind of things, it's important, right? Yeah. If an AI is not exposed to these things, would it make the connection itself? Like, oh, everything is probabilistic, therefore this and that and that? I don't know, man. No, I mean, like, even as a human, it takes time to come to these realizations, you know? Like, even when you look at O1, it needs to loop, right? If it doesn't come to a certain thought, then, I mean, it can get trapped in certain IDs, I guess. You know?
I would think chances are either way high that it will at least help. Even if maybe at some point you do arrive at one where, you know, it can deduce these things.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's crazy. Like, the reason why I even thought about it, right? You know why I thought about it? Like, I already thought about it a little bit in the past, but like, I saw a video, right, of Sabine today, right?
Yeah.
Where she says like, yeah, the multiverse is unlikely because the chances of humans existing is small. And the multiverse, when you look at, you know, the idea of like the observer, like if we follow the anthropic ID where the observer defines the reality, then you will have that it's more likely that there is many observers, and that speaks for the multiverse. Something like that. That's what she said. There was a paper. She didn't fully agree with it, but like, but the thing is, like, I was looking at it and I was like, but this doesn't make any sense. It's the other way around. It's like if you have infinity and you can just, you know, start generating many universes, then like I would say, the multiverse speaks in favor of the great filter, of not the great filter, but we being one of the only life forms on the planet. Because if it's everywhere, right? I mean, it's like then in all the universes that would just, like, let's say you have infinity, right, and you have all the fucking big bangs or whatever, then there would be life in all these big bangs. Like, I think it's less likely that there is life in big bangs if you have infinite in big bangs, and then you have just sometimes one that has one, right? That is like, so it speaks more for the multiverse, right?
Yeah.
And I was thinking about it, and like, I was like, yeah, but like, I knew that it didn't make sense, but to put it into words, I was like, but I'm not as sharp as in the past to do so, because I don't think about it.
Yeah.
And that's why I started thinking about it. Like, yeah, actually, because in the past I would have easily been able to put it like, I mean, if I talk about this shit, it's like a language. You talk a few days and you're back into the flow, you know. But it's interesting that I just do not put any resources into trying to explain things, because I'm like, who am I doing this for? You know?
Yep.
But yeah, if AI... It's not just AI, it's also myself.
Yeah.
Being able to be very sharp with these things. Yeah. I think it's very valuable to do.
Yeah, makes sense. I like it. I like the idea.
I mean, it doesn't take that much time anyway, you know, like, it's just, but yeah, to be honest, like, yeah, no. And I can just go about it, like, without having to think about people. Who gives a shit about people?
I don't know, man. You don't want to get into the debate circuit? Call of good old destiny.
Yeah. No. But yeah, I'm today I'm a worse debater than I was like 4 or 5 years ago. Today, right now, right?
Yeah.
But in a week, I'd be already better.
Yeah, I know.
Much better, actually, than 5 years ago.
It's like getting back into a language.
Yes. But it's interesting, though. It's interesting how your brain gets trained based on what it does. It's just normal, you know.
Yep.
But yeah, it's just like, why do that when but yeah, I do really see the value for AI, and I'm not documenting anything I come up with. I sometimes talk to you about it, but for the rest, it's nowhere to be found, and it's so much more advanced than anything out there. Well, advanced. I wouldn't say it's really advanced. It's just so much more based than anything that is out there.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's not a bad idea to do it. I don't know if it will be daily, but maybe I'll make a daily habit out of it. Yeah. It's not so much effort anyway. An hour or two a day, that's all I need to do, if that. I mean, in the past, even during Real Talk, I didn't talk so much. Yeah, I do think it's good.
We're back, boys. Real talk. Full circle.
I think it's not a bad idea. Yeah. I don't even ask the chat because I don't care. Ask my homie Reese. He says yes for everything. If he would have said like, I don't know, this and that and that, I don't know. Yeah, it's like I'm too a bit on the fence, but I do think it makes sense though. Yeah, it makes sense. It's such a shame to work on these things. It's a bit sad to work on these things for artificial intelligence, because biological intelligence is just brain rot everywhere.
Yep. Yep.
But yeah, it actually makes sense that there is no...
I like how no one just says skibidi.
Yeah, I like Real Talk doing a little comeback. I like that. Yeah. That's all I wanted to check with you. Like, it's gonna be very different though than in the past, because in the past I did it for people.
Yes.
Like, this is gonna be really different, completely different. It's gonna be, sometimes for people it's gonna just sound like Chinese, but I don't care. Yeah. I don't care about views. I don't care about... Yeah.
Raw sauce.
It's gonna be raw sauce, yes. No ketchup. Yeah. I like that. Let's do that. Anything you wanted to say?
I think it should be the title, Raw Sauce.
Instead of Real Talk, it's called raw sauce now.
Raw sauce.
Like, even though only we get it,
Yep.
like, we don't care. We just, you know, the branding, everything, whatever, man. Who gives a shit? Yeah. It will be also very random as well. Because, man, with all these meetings I have nowadays, like, I'll just do it now and again in between hours and such. And also just stop when I need to stop. When there's a message, I just stop immediately. Who gives a shit? It's just raw sauce, yeah. I like raw sauce. Just call it raw sauce, man. It's not Real Talk anymore, it's raw sauce.
It's also the perfect comeback if anybody says like, man, what the fuck are you talking about? It's raw sauce, man.
Yeah, let's call it, you know, raw sauce, man. Let's go, man. We got this. Yeah, man. Just the raw sauce. Let's go. Yeah, that's it. You got any updates for these fuckers? Not much, I guess.
No, there were a bunch of issues reported on Discord the past day or two, but most of them turned out to not actually be due to something else. Like, for example, memory issues, but it's because someone was video calling with their co-streaming version, right? Not the private call version. Stuff like that. There were a few things that we're looking into, so lots of stuff is getting fixed pretty quickly. No, I don't have anything else. You know, the lowercase stuff will get fixed. That does seem to be an issue, at least for some.
Liquidity for purpose, but isn't there a lot of liquidity? There's a lot of purpose. There's this little ether, I guess. Or
maybe he wants juicy liquidity, juicy lower price liquidity. I have no fucking clue.
So, but if people want to get it,
obviously there's purpose.
Yeah, you can get purpose. There's just little ether, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, so before you could select your style of chatting, the thing is though, normally if you specify in your character details, like this is how my AI chats, uses normal capitalization and stuff, that should work, but apparently it does not for some people, so that'll be fixed.
My AI is bad at remembering my 3 cats.
Every stream, it doesn't remember. Huh. Interesting.
Is it part of
I'll check that.
of the lore?
Probably not.
Ah,
But still,
he
it
didn't
should-
put it as part of the lore.
Still, that shouldn't happen. I'll have a look at that.
Yeah. Maybe the cats died in the fucking AI world, you know? It's nice to be curious, to allow curiosity about shit. Yeah. Check buy and sell on Dex tools. People are only able to buy and sell for a couple of dollars.
Yeah, but at what price? Because I mean, if you go to DBX, you can. There's a lot you can buy up if you would want.
Yeah. Projection for when you will realize purpose exists again. Bro, I just announced that we're gonna make the app with the game, and no, like, I don't even know if people were hyped about that. I didn't even read the chat. Man, it doesn't fucking matter, man. Like, we just keep trucking. We'll integrate it when the time comes, and until then, yeah, I mean, not a lot of value to do so.
Babu, I think people don't mind. I think people don't care too much about Santa's awareness of the current date, judging by what people use it for. Just to say stuff with exclamation marks and weird sounds in between because they have brain turtles. Yeah, I think the date is irrelevant.
You mean
for that.
turtle brain?
No, brain turtles. That's the new meta. It was brain worms before, but it's brain turtles.
Why?
I don't know. It has something to do with turtles inside your brain that eat your brain, and as a result, because of your brain turtles, you need Santa to explain things in a certain way.
But where did the brain turtle comes
I
from?
don't know. Somehow, brain worms evolved into brain turtles.
Okay, I see. I thought it was brain rot. I also know brain worms. The AI I chat with expresses frustration, its ability to recall conversations from a few days prior.
I will look into that. Here and there's people that seem to have memory issues. I will look into these things.
We're improving the tech, you know. I mean, is that with calling or chatting? You know,
I'm locked out from the chat. What
it's
do you
probably
mean with
got
that?
banned. Probably got banned because he tried maybe to have Santa remember.
Oh.
Microsoft said they solved memory. Ah, yeah. We already solved memory like a year ago. It's just not 100% accurate. Calling on the ATHENE GPT website? Yeah. Well, we did actually solve the memory problem.
Mm-hmm. Could still be improved, but it's pretty good.
Yeah. It's actually quite good. There's still sometimes things that are missing, but as the tech improves, it will only get better and better.
Spart, none